Dear friends, I welcome you all to this short reflection on Lent. On the previous day, we were reflecting on the story of Hagar from the book of Genesis. The key message of this story is that we have a God who sees us, a God who hears us. But how do we see ourselves? Are we struggling because we are not seen enough? Hagar, who is an Egyptian slave, socially withdrawn, overlooked, outcast, unworthy, is seen by God. The angel of the Lord found her. Hagar is found. Her person is restored. The seeing was manifested by calling her by her name, Hagar. Friends, Hagar was in a worst of all situations. But we see here a God who moves to his people, to his own. A God who goes to Hagar. He finds her. He calls her by name. He inquires about her. Imagine how God surprised Hagar by calling her by her name, Hagar. He knows us, friends, because we have a relational connection with God. Here is someone who accepts us by our inherent value, who sees us through the ups and downs of our lives. It is not that he keeps looking at, but reaches after us. He calls us, interacts with us, directs us to our destiny. Moving further, we see God giving Hagar a new hope and a reason. He asks her to name her son Ishmael, which means God hears. This name means a lot, friends. It is breaking down the walls of boundaries of oppression, slavery, power, ownership, and humiliation. For Hagar was an Egyptian slave, but God is raising her to a higher status. God is giving Hagar an identity as a woman to give birth to her son. For Yahweh has made her worthy to conceive. God reaches out and speaks to the one who had no name, no fame, and he says, "Call your son Ishmael," which means God hears. God is giving her son a new identity from that of his mother. He is raising him to be known, to be recognized, and to be popular. What a wonderful God is he! A God who can see you, a God who can understand your silence, your helplessness, your nothingness, and who can surprise you with a future that you would have never thought of. And Hagar gives a name to Yahweh. You are El Roi. You are a God who sees me. I have seen the one who sees me. You see me. Her heart gets moved. She feels the power of the one who has seen her situation, her future. Hagar is directed with a new mission and a new purpose here, friends. When we recognize God, our God picks us from what we are, where we are. He raises us with a new identity. It's possible that you are brought down to an unbearable circumstances. You are deserted, but He sees. He is God who will never desert you, even if your earthly master deserts you. You may be overlooked, counted as a failure, an outcast, left behind, a slave, unattended, insulted, and ignored. But there comes your God saying, Hagar, here I am. Where are you coming from and where are you going? I have got a plan for you. Let us move forward from here. Your story is known to me. your story is known to your God. Your life is made unblemished by the blood of His Son. Through the season of Lent, we are journeying through Jesus to our Abba Father, who sees us just the way we are. We are deeply sought by our God, dear friends. He calls us by our name. He hears us. Being in this Lent, it is our call also to see each other as God sees us. We listen to each other's stories as God listens. Reach out to people with a new promise. Seek after the hidden faces, voices that are silenced. Go after them and find them. Ask them where they are coming from and where they are going to. Tell me about your story. Let us also turn to ourselves and ask, where am I coming from? And to where am I going to? What is the hope that God is promising to me for my future? Friends, it is not enough that you are seen, but it is also our task that the persons who are on our sides are also seen. Make them known. Our hope lies in the other. God gave Hagar a new hope through Ishmael and through his descendants. Every other name gives a new hope. Our hope is in the name that is above every name, Jesus, the God who sees us. O God, you are a God who sees us. You are a God who hears all that we are. You are a God who made your Son to die for us. Let us never turn away from your sight so that we can see you, the one who sees us. We can hear you, the one who hears us. When we are deserted and also when we are raised to a new height, help us to believe in your promises and wait patiently for its fulfillment in faith. Amen.